The first person to welcome us to our quiet holiday spot, far away from the busy city, was a lovely dog with beautiful golden fur. We quickly named her Da Huang, and she was the best kind of neighbor a person could ask for, because she was incredibly polite. She never, ever stepped inside our house, always choosing to wait patiently and quietly right at the door. The moment she saw us, her whole body would light up and her tail would wag nonstop. Since we were friends, sharing our food with her just felt like the right thing to do. We later found out that Da Huang hadn't always had an easy life. The locals told us that she once had a family and a home, but sadly, her family abandoned her. She was left all alone, a starving stray. Luckily, a very kind man stepped in and took her in. He already had a dog at home, but he saw how pitiful Da Huang was and knew he had to help her. He adopted her over 2 years ago, and Da Huang got a second chance at happiness. She was rescued and brought into a warm home where she had another dog to grow up with, and the two dogs became best friends, keeping each other company. Now, they were both part of a loving family, and recently, both of them had given birth to 6 puppies each. My sister was usually the one preparing the food for Da Huang. When she would bring the food out, you could see just how polite Da Huang truly was. She never rushed at the bowl. She just waited quietly by the side until it was ready. When she ate, she cherished every single bite, never wasting even a tiny crumb. It was clear that in her past life, she hadn't always had enough to eat. After she finished the first bowl, she still seemed hungry, so we gave her a raw egg to drink as a special treat. Finally, she seemed full. With a contented look, she had to head home because she was now a mother, and her puppies were waiting for her. Sure enough, the very next day, she showed up again, just as predictable and polite as ever, standing right at the doorway. We got busy preparing more ingredients to cook a fresh meal for her. She would tilt her head at the doorway, watching us get her food ready. When the meal was finally done, she happily finished one bowl, so we gave her a second. She wasn't picky at all. Whatever we cooked, she seemed to enjoy completely. At one point, she heard her puppies making noises and worried about them. She paused her meal, went to check on them, and once she knew they were fine, she came right back to finish eating. This shows what a great mom she was. A raw egg was always her favorite after-meal dessert, so we even played rock, paper, scissors to decide who would get to fetch her one. That day, we also cooked up 2 big, meaty pork bones for her. One afternoon, we decided to visit her home. Of course, we loaded up with lots of tasty food to bring along. Her kind owner told us Da Huang's name really was Da Huang. Even he called her that. He told us how she and his other dog had grown up together, and now they both had puppies. We couldn't wait to see them. Even when we were at her house, Da Huang was so well behaved, never being possessive or guarding her food. You could just tell by looking at her that she was happy in her home. At last, we got to meet the babies. It was a big surprise. Da Huang has golden fur, but all of her puppies were black. Each one was absolutely adorable. We even made friends with 2 cats who lived nearby, showing how friendly this whole neighborhood was. Later, we were carrying the 2 big, meaty pork bones that we had cooked up for Da Huang. On the way, we met a large black dog. He was Da Huang's mate and the father of some of the puppies. He was a truly handsome and cool-looking dog. The pork bone that was meant for Da Huang was quickly taken by him. He carried it off to a nearby corner to eat it, but then he seemed to leave the bone behind. It looked like he didn't eat it, so we picked it up and carried it on to Da Huang. Just around the corner, we finally met her. She spotted us at the same moment. We greeted each other just like old friends do. She seemed to know instantly that we had brought special food for her. She came running to us, wagging her tail with excitement. She absolutely loved the meaty pork bone. She grabbed it and happily carried it off to a quiet corner where she could enjoy it all by herself. This peaceful and loving environment was the perfect place for Da Huang. She had gone from being a starving, abandoned stray to a beloved pet and a caring mother. She had a kind owner, a dog friend, and a whole litter of adorable puppies. Even though she had a loving home, she still came to see us almost every day, always standing politely at the door, reminding us of the sweet bond we had formed during our stay. We will always remember the polite, golden furred dog named Dawang. If Dawang's kind and polite behavior touched your heart, give this video a like. Non-stop.